everyone, it's Adam here, coming at you once again. Today I'm going to go over on how I winterize my camper. It's a 2013 Surveyor Cadet 191T hybrid camper. It's a 19-foot camper, not very big, but it suits us perfectly. Now the way I typically do it, it only takes about 2 gallons of RV antifreeze. Now when you're winterizing your camper, you want to make sure that you're using RV non-toxic antifreeze. If you use car antifreeze, you're going to kill everybody that's in there. With that said, this is very simple. This is how I've been doing my campers for years, and I've never had a problem. Although I'm out here in a t-shirt right now, it's been getting cold here. As you can see, the leaves are getting off the trees. It's been cold here, getting cold here at night in northeastern PA. And I'll tell you from experience, it's a lot easier to winterize these things while they're not frozen. I speak from experience on that one. So, alright, let's go ahead. I'll take you through the process and hopefully get this done pretty quickly. Alright, first thing you want to do is, if you're like us, in the beginning of the season, we will stock the camper full of all of our non-perishable items, soaps, bug spray, sunscreen, the whole 9 yards. You want to go through all your cabinets and make sure everything is out. Anything that's perishable, anything that can freeze. Bug spray can freeze and bust. Dish soap, anything like that. Even check your medicine cabinets and everything, and whatever, anything like that, you want to make sure that you take out of the camper for the season. It is not nice having to clean up a nasty spill in the springtime. Now what you want to do is, I do it every time we get done camping, but you want to open up your water heater and make sure that you have the plug out of it. This is a plug with an anode rod attached to it. Take it out, make sure that you're clean. Make sure there's no water in it. And when I drain my water heater, I always pull the safety valve. 1, it lets the water drain out quicker. 2, you're technically testing your safety valve. Alright, next what you want to do is you want to bypass your water heater. I don't know about older campers, but almost every single new camper that I've ever dealt with always has water bypasses. What you want to do is, the bottom is where your fresh water will come in, and the top is where your hot water will come out. Well, what you want to do is you want to shut this valve here, shut that off, shut the bottom valve off, and then right before it, I don't know if you can see, but there's a bypass valve here. You want to open that up. And what that does is, when we're pumping antifreeze through the system, it doesn't let it enter the water heater. Alright, what you want to do now is open all the valves that are in your camper. We're going to go into the bathroom here. Turn the light on. Open the sink. And also the shower. Make sure that you have your thing open there. As you can hear, I don't know if you hear it, but that's the water sucking through. Here. You can also do that. Unscrew your hose. But there's another place that's often forgot about. Let me show you in a minute. Some campers also have an outside shower. Want to make sure that we get that also. And what I suggest, like I did in the shower, is unscrew the hose from it. And turn that on. There you go. Alright, this camper here has 2 low point drains on it. 2 for the plumbing, and there's 1 on the tank. But the tank, I drain it after every camping season, so I know that's empty. But got 2 things right here, and one reason why you have to open the faucets is it relieves the suction within the plumbing system, so your water will all come out and it won't be held up there. That one's the hot. Obviously red is hot and white is cold. There you go. Alright, these 2 here are for where the bathroom is. So this is going to relieve the pressure in your shower and stuff like that. Alright, Now that all the water is drained out of the plumbing system that we know of, we're going to put all these caps back on and close all the faucets in the camper. Alright, now the campers that have this is great, but a lot of them do not. And there's an easy way around it. This is what's called a winterization valve. It's a three-way valve that has your normal water system that comes from your tank up into your pump on the suction side. And when you want, you could switch this to winterization mode, and it comes out, and you have this extra piece of hose here in order to be able to suck in the RV antifreeze. The way to get around that is all you have to do is take the hose off the side of your suction valve. I don't know if you can see that. Take the hose off here, stick another length of hose on there, and that way you can run it up into your jug of antifreeze. Now you can, fill your water tank up with 5 gallons of antifreeze and suck it in that way. I don't recommend that because it kind of congeals a little bit, and it's just a pain in the butt to clean out of your water tank. I've done it in the past, but you have to, Clorox your tank, tow your camper, flush it around, do all that to get it all out in the springtime. This is the easiest way I have found to do this. Alright, now as you can see, I have the antifreeze, the winterization hose going into the antifreeze here, and I have the three-way valve turned to suction mode going to the jug of RV antifreeze here. Now let me turn the water pump on, and we will fill the water system up. Now we're going to fill it up until the pump stops. It reaches its pressure. Now we're going to go around and start cracking valves. Alright, first one we're going to start with is the sink, which is in the loop the farthest away from the pump. So we're just going to crack it. We're going to get some air until we start seeing a nice pink come out of it. You can see it's not... Okay, now it got dark pink. There you go. Alright, now we're going to crack the cold. Alright, nice pink coming out of it. Next, we're going to move to the bathroom. Alright, we're going to crack the sink, the bathroom sink. See how it got nice and pink? Now we'll do the cold. There you go. Next, the shower. But if you remember, I removed the hose from the fitting, so we don't want to turn it on quick. We just want to turn it on a little bit because the water is going to be coming out of here. See how... Whoop, whoop, yep, we got squirting a little bit. Just going to do that until pink comes out. And I don't know if you could tell on through here or not, but that's pink coming out right now. Alright, going to do the same with the hot. And there we go. There's the antifreeze coming out of it now. Next, do not forget about your toilet. Now we will do the outside shower, which this one's closed, so it should just come out pink right away. Yep, it is. There you go. Alright, so what we want to do now is any water that was in the lines as we pumped it up, you know, we flushed all the faucets and stuff out, but there was still some water that dropped into these low points on the low point drains. I already did the other side. What we're going to do is we're just going to crack these. You don't got to take them off. Remember, the water pump is still on. We're just going to crack them and wait until antifreeze starts coming out. Oh, try not to spray the camera. And that's nice and pink coming out already. So there must not have been a lot of water. Let's do this other one. If I can get my hands are slippery now. Yep, there it goes. And that one's coming out nice and pink too. Alright, good. We are in business. Alright, so let's pull our jug out here. Probably get a little messy. I have a towel underneath it here to catch any antifreeze that comes out. And we used probably about 1.5 gallons. I did have to switch the bottle halfway through. So I got that. Let's go. And we're going to put our 3-way valve back into normal mode. And one thing that's important about doing this too is this particular camper, I have an accumulator tank on the water pump, which cuts down on the pump vibration and the pump cycling. So we want to make sure we got a lot of antifreeze in that because we don't want that to explode. Alright, now let's go and continue. Now what we want to do is shut our water pump off. Now we are going to crack all the faucets because you do not want pressure on the system over the course of the winter. We want the antifreeze in there, but we don't want pressure on it. So I got them valves open, I got the sink open, I opened the shower, now we're going to do the kitchen. Alright, now what you want to do, any remaining antifreeze that you have, you can see I have like 1/4 gallon, or 1/3 gallon, something like that here. What you want to do is go around to all of your drains. And if you have a double sink like we have here, you want to put antifreeze in both of them. Because not all campers, but some of them have separate traps for each drain. So we're just going to dump some in there. I know that when we were bleeding off the faucet, that antifreeze went in there, but you just want to make sure that you have a good amount. You don't want to forget your shower drain either, and your bathroom sink. You also want to make sure that you leave a good amount of antifreeze in your toilet itself. You don't want those seals to run dry over the winter time. The antifreeze, it won't freeze. If it gets cold enough, it will turn into a slush, but it's still not going to hurt anything. You want to make sure that you keep those seals dry. And one thing to do also is make sure you close the lid. 1, it prevents evaporation, and 2, I once left it open, I found a dead mouse in there. It wasn't pretty, so. Alright, let's keep going and do a few other steps. Alright, next, these are bounce dryer sheets. I'm holding upside down. These are bounce dryer sheets. Believe it or not, these help keep mice out of your camper. Now, we have linens that are specific for our camper. We have blankets, sheets, and pillows that we keep in here all the time. So what you want to do is get these bounce sheets and put them in every nook and cranny of your camper. Be very liberal. It's going to smell like a dryer in here, but these will actually keep the mice out. So you want to stick these in all of your cabinets, all your drawers, all your closets, everywhere that you have a flat space or a nook and cranny, something like that, stick a dryer sheet. It's only going to help you and it'll make this place smell pretty. Alright, now the last step would be to remove your battery. What you want to do is take your battery out, either put it in your basement or your garage. But what I suggest you do, I know there's a lot of myths about it, but I've always done it, and I don't know, is if you're putting it in your garage, put a piece of wood underneath it. 2 reasons. 1, they say that the earth has a negative charge and it could actually help cut down on your battery life. It will actually draw your battery down. And two, if for some reason, if you put this on a trickle charger or whatever and forget about it, if it leaks any acid, it's not going to leak it onto your concrete floor and you know, cause damage to your concrete floor. It'll leak onto the wood, and the wood will just, you know, absorb the acid, but obviously the wood will be. So we're going to take that out, put that cover back on, and that's pretty much it. Now we have, before covering the camper for the year, and hold on, let me put the camera up. I highly suggest using an actual RV cover. Using a blue tarp, they don't breathe. It could cause condensation to build up underneath the camper, and you could get roof rot problems. Believe me, I've dealt with that before. It's really not fun. So what you want to do is, we have to get up on the roof, we have to inspect it, we have to clean it, and we have to fix any problems, if there's any sealant that's cracked or peeling up or anything like that. We want to take care of that right away. You should check your roof every 6 months. I do it like usually in the spring and when I'm closing it up. That's not for today. It was raining here today, so the roof's probably a mess. I need a nice dry day. I can get up there, clean it, and I will show you how to fix it and what to look for. Alright guys, if you have any questions or comments or want to know any more, I could elaborate on some subject if you want. Let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know of your ideas. If you have any more tips or anything, please put them down in the comments. And yeah, always open to a conversation about this kind of stuff. So like I said guys, please subscribe, and I will get back to you. I will talk to you later. Thanks. Out.